Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to add a little letter locking journaling spot with a removable seal band for our junk journals. I'm going to show you how to do it. But first, let's have our shout out to Lenny, Rochelle, Gwyneth, Julie, Vicki, Shirley, Leanne, Paula, Evelyn, Angela, and Kelly. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now I have, as you can see, already coffee dyed and inked up the papers as I folded them. That is only thing that really takes some time. So let's start with the top one. Now you can make these different sizes. This one happens to be approximately 7 inches by 10 inches. And what you'll want to do first is you'll want to fold the left or right hand side. It does not matter which side you choose. You're going to fold it over 1 inch and you're going to crease it. Then you're going to take this one and you're going to fold it into the center. And you're going to take this side and you're going to fold it into the center. Now they're together, but they're not, they're close to touching, but they're not lapping over each other. Then we're going to fold the bottom up. Now, some people are going to say, how much are you going to fold it? I'm going to tell you what this one is. This one is 1, 2, 3.5. And this one happens to be 2.5. But really, just as long as you get the size that you want when you're finished. Like this one right here, when I'm finished with it, it's not quite 4, alrighty? It's 4 by 3. And what I like about this fold is that it's fairly thin. It's not going to be real bulky, and it's going to be able to fit in a pocket or a belly band or even in some Happy Mail. And these came about long time ago. I mean, seriously, 1500s I've seen some, and they were all done differently. Lots of different countries had them. They had their own special ways. Certain barons and kings and Joan of Arc, and they had all different ways of folding it. This one, I'm not really sure the name of this one, but what you'll want to do is you'll want to take the smaller fold, this size, and you're going to fit it into this larger section. And you're just going to fit it right inside, just like this, and push it in. Now, folding these things, they're not, I wouldn't call them so much secret letters, but the recipient would be able to see if they were tampered with, if they were opened, if they were read. That's mainly what this was all about. Now, before I show you the closure on this, let's go ahead and do another one. Now, this one was a pretty plain piece of paper, right? This one here, I'm going to use an antique letter. And I want this part to be on the outside for decoration. And then when you open it, you would be able to journal on this side. So this one happens to be a little over 8 by 10.5. And once again, now see on this one I folded it over 1 inch on the right hand side. The other one we folded it in on this side. So that really does not matter. Then I'm going to fold it in, and I'm going to fold this side in. So they're together, but they're not overlapping. I'm going to fold the bottom up and the top down. Now, one of these folds is larger than the other. This one is a little over 2.5, and this one is about 3.5. And we're going to fit the smaller one inside the larger one. So you're going to just open it up like that, and we're just going to bend this to go right inside. And this is called letter locking. Now, it was suggested by a subscriber that I do one of these videos. She said that she makes one to go in every one of her journals. And to be quite honest, I had not heard of this before. And I was really thrilled that she introduced them to me, because now I'm introducing it to you. And I just find them to be really super cool. So now let's say maybe you don't have an antique letter. Maybe you just have some pretty paper. So let's do it with some pretty paper. This is a little over 10.5 by 8. And this time I went to the other side again. And we're just going to fold it over 1 inch. We're going to fold the two ends, the edges I should say, the sides. We're going to fold it into the center, just like that. We're going to fold, now this looks pretty much the same, 1, 2, 3, just a shade, about 3.5, and this is 3. So this one's a 1/2 inch shorter than this fold. So we're going to fold it over. This is the smaller one. It goes right inside of this one. Just bending it, and like you can tell by when I said the inking takes the most time, because it really does. Folding it doesn't take any time at all, but the inking of it does. Let's do that again. Something got folded inside there wrong. Let's try this one again. I don't know what the deal is. Let's give this a go here. And switch it to the other side. Maybe that's the problem. All right, keeps getting caught. What's it getting caught on? This doesn't want to be folded at all. There we go. Finally got folded. It was just being a little ornery. But look, see, isn't that pretty? That is just beautiful. It would be gorgeous in a pocket. Let's do this one. This one is a printable of some lace. That's pretty. We fold it over 1 inch. We fold the two sides into the center. We fold one side over more than the other. So the smaller side goes into the larger, just like that. Oh my goodness, isn't that one pretty? And then let's end with a letter that has a beautiful print on it. So we're going to fold it over 1 inch. We're going to fold it in to the center, and we're going to fold one side over more than the other. The shorter one goes inside the larger one, just like that. I have to manipulate that just a little bit. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. I think that's gorgeous. Now, this is my little take on it. The folding it's been around for a long, long time. Back in the time in which they did this, they had their wax seals, and they didn't have the little pellets like we'd have now. They had their wax on like a big, I don't want to call it a stick, but it was in a shape kind of like this, and it was fat. And I don't even think it had a wick in it. And they melted it on the fire, and then they placed a little piece of wax right in here, and they pushed it down. So it sealed that part shut. Then they put some more wax, and they put it on this opening right here, the edge of the paper. They put it right there, and then they sealed it with their mark. and a lot of them had special marks made, you know, special stamps just for them so that they could tell exactly who it was from when the recipient received it. And in that way, if the seal was broken, either this one or this one, they could tell that the letter had been tampered with. So I didn't want to put a seal there and glue it, because then it would just ruin this and you wouldn't be able to open it and close it and read it and journal on it and everything. So this is what I have come up with. I have my wax seals here. I have lots of different wax seals, just like this. And what I am going to do, let me grab my glue gun. All right, so I have my glue gun and it's heated up. I have some strips of paper, and my strips of paper are about a ½ an inch. There's music, there's printed, there's all different kinds of strips, and these strips are approximately 10½ inches long, and I said they were ½ an inch wide. So let's start with our first one, and what I'm going to do, I have inked all the way around them. So I'm going to hold this right here in about the middle, and I'm going to pull it on around, and I'm going to tuck it down underneath. So it's just like this. Now I don't want it to be super tight because we're going to be able to pull this off. I have a little bit of glue here. I'm going to add my glue just to the strip, not so the strip is still loose, so you can still move the strip, okay? Then let's select a wax seal. There's this one. That one's beautiful. There's also this one. I really like that one. It has a little bit of a rusty color on it. I also have some ribbon here, some satin ribbon, and I'm not sure which one I want to use. Here is a cream. Maybe I want a blue. Oh yes, I think I want the blue. So what I want to do is I'm just going to get myself some, and I'm going to make a loop and then one more loop, and I'm going to, excuse the reach, I'm going to trim it just like that. And I'm going to pull my fingers down so I can just put a little bit of glue right here where the ribbons touch and press it down. That way it's a bow, but it doesn't have a knot in the middle, so it's not bulky. It's going to lay flat. And I want to add my bow. Now, do I want it this way, maybe? Or do I want it this way? No, I think I want it that way. So I'm going to add my bow right onto my paper, right where my two pieces meet. I'm going to put a little bit more hot glue here. Now, you don't want to add super hot glue to a wax seal. You will melt the wax seal. And I'm just going to press it down just like that. So this is the way that you'll be able to add this into your junk journal, and you'll be able to remove this piece right here, open up your letter locking journaling spot, and then when you're finished, you can just slip this right back on, and you haven't destroyed anything by adding a seal on the back. Let's make another one. So here's this one here that we have made. Which one do we think looks good? That's kind of, oh, it's pretty. I mean, it's not, oh, I like that one on there a lot. Let me move this ribbon. That one, no, not so much. There's a green. Nope, doesn't do much for me. But this one, well, that one's pretty too. But there is something about this one right here. So what I want to do is I want to place this right in the center like this, pull it around, and I'm just going to stick it down in there just like this. Make it as tight as I can without making it so tight I won't be able to get it on and off. All right, and I'm going to put a little bit of wax right here. Wax. Hot glue. I have wax on my mind. Hot glue. Let's see which one's going to look pretty here. I have a black. It's kind of a brown color. Ooh, there's this one. Oh my goodness, isn't that one pretty? Some of these have color enhancing, you know, the little marker that I used, and some of it doesn't. Let's see, how does this look? That's pretty. There's also this one. That one's pretty too. I'm not sure which one I want. I'm kind of leaning towards this. I like this color better with it. So what color do we want for the, about, let's go with this green. I'm going to need to trim the end. I'm going to make a loop. And this is a bigger one, so I need a bigger loop because it's a much bigger seal. And a smaller loop would probably not be big enough, and it would be hidden underneath the seal, because this is quite a large seal. So I've got that made. Move this out of the way, and let's place this right here and see how this looks. Oh, that's very pretty. What does this one look like? No, I really like this one. Let's go ahead and let's add our hot glue and press it down. You can use any glue that you want, you guys. You don't have to use hot glue. And I'm just going to cool this off just a little bit and add our wax seal right there. Oh my goodness, isn't that one pretty? Let's try this one. Well, let's see here. We've got the music. I like the music, but I'm thinking that maybe this one might look pretty. Yeah, I like this one. I'm going to hold it right in the middle. I'm going to pull it around, stick it in, just like that. Pull this up. Okay, now I'm going to add my glue. Press it down. Which little seal are we going to want? Here's a gray one. Here's a blue one. Oh, that one's pretty. But I like that one too. That's kind of a silvery gray. There's a purple. There's another purple. There's a very gray one. Oh, let's see here. What do we want? That's a pretty blue one. I really think, I don't know, that's kind of plain, but, ooh, here's a green one. That's totally out of character, isn't it? Oh, look at this one. That one's pretty. I think I'm going to stick with one of these blue ones. And do we want, I think we're going to, let's use a gray ribbon. Something different since we've already used the blue. And let's make our bow just like this and give it a trim. Move our fingers down, add our glue in between, press it back. So we've made our bow. Add our bow right here. This is not in the middle anymore. I don't know if that really matters. I can turn it and put it in the middle. I'm not sure. We're going to see. Yeah, it's in the middle now. There we are. Where my paper's joined, I kind of wanted it in the middle because I wanted to cover that up. I didn't want that to show. And let's put some glue in the center of the bow. I think I want this one. And let's just place it right there, just like that. Oh, isn't that one sweet? let's do this one. What color do we want for this one? I like that a lot. I think that's the one I want. So I'm going to place this in the middle, pull this around, just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Well, let's see here, right here. This little piece right here. Put it back together. What color are we going to want this one to be? Maybe pink. Oh yes, pink it is. So let's make our little bow. I don't know which wax seal we're going to grab yet. I guess I better find a wax seal because then I know how big I'm going to make it. That's a lavender. Oh, here's one with a butterfly. That one's really pretty. And here's one with that teal creamy color. Oh, look at this one. Oh, that one's pretty. Let's see, which one do we want, you guys? How about this one? Oh, there it is. That's gorgeous. Did I try that before? I don't remember seeing that before. That one's really pretty. And I think I want the pink. Here is a, oh no, let's use this color. This, I'm not sure what to call this. A light khaki color maybe? Let's use this one. Let's see how this one turns out. It's a beautiful color. Alrighty, glue this together. Then let's glue it on right here, just like that. Add a little bit of more glue right here. And let's add our beautiful, beautiful wax seal. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? That is just gorgeous. Our last one, and I think it's the music, don't you think? I think it's the music. And I'm thinking maybe I want to trim this off just a little bit right here, because that's what's going to be the top. That's what's going to show. And I'm just going to pull it around, push that part down underneath. Don't make it too tight. We need to be able to slip it off. Add our glue. What color shall this one be? I don't have a pink one yet. Oh, I don't have a cream one yet either. Yeah, I think it's might have to be cream. But what on earth color? Oh, there's black. That's nice. Oh, you guys, I think I have to make some more wax seals. I love these wax seals. Just love them. Oh, look at that color. There's something striking about that black, though. There's a brown. Here's a lavender. Here's a beautiful brown. Oh, how about if we do that one with the cream? Alrighty, so let's make our bow. So we're going to make a loop and a loop. And I think that's a little big on the loops. So shorten that loop up. It's a smaller wax seal. It's not a large wax seal. And let's trim it. Move my fingers down just a little bit. Add my little bit of glue right here. Close it. Okay. Add my bow right here where it joins. Just like that. And add a little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. Make sure it's not going to melt our wax. And let's see, I think I want it this way. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope that you have enjoyed this video as much as I have. I absolutely love these things. Look at what we have. We have these, and we have this one, and we have this one. I'm not sure which one is my favorite. I'm thinking it might be, I don't know. I love them all. I absolutely love them all. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.